Hi, survivors. It's me, Prep Zan. I'm reporting to you once again. I'm concerned about the leadership in our country. It seems like it's just spiraling downward. And this is my opinion, and I have to say, allegedly, on this platform, it's just so many things that's out of control, out of order, things that are being allowed that not only that I feel like so many of us, millions of us feel that should not be allowed. It's just problem after problem after problem, and then trying to push things on the general public. It's so anti-American. It just seemed like to me, allegedly, it's as if this leadership is anti-American, and it's bringing the country down. And I have to say, allegedly, on this platform, and these are just my views, and this is just how I feel. But there's so many different issues. There's so many different problems, and it seems like as if it's getting worse and worse and worse. They're even stating that the problem of the inflation is really just getting started. They are predicting this to go on for a long time. And this is why it's so important for us to continue to prep. It's so important for us to put a plan in place to be self-reliant. It's so important for us not to waste money, nor waste your time. It's so important for us to sit down with our family members and discuss these days, these critical days and times in which we are living in. It's so important for us to teach our children how to prep and put a plan in place for them, sit down with them, and not to provoke any fear. Just everybody just needs to be in tune and be in sync with one another for what's going on with us right now, y'all. This is really, really serious. Don't take your mind off of survivalism at any time, y'all. I wake up thinking about it. I wake up planning. I go to bed thinking about it. I go to bed planning. Because, y'all, we are literally in for the fight of our lives. It's so many different topics that I really be wanting to go over and discuss. But on this platform, however, I'm not allowed to. And it wasn't always this way. So if I would like to ask you guys to please join me on my other platforms. I'm on Twitter as Prepper Zan, on BitChute as Zan Harrold, ZANHARROLD. On my other YouTube page, which is also Zan Harrold, my Patreon page, which I will be debuting my survivalism class. My first survivalism class is going to be 1 out of 5 series. And if you're interested in this class, please join me on that platform. The first class will be tomorrow night. I'm going to have all types of information. If you'd like to start a homestead, if you'd like to get land, they're giving out agricultural grants. Certain organizations are giving out grants for people to do these things. There's a lot of organizations that's trying to save our country and trying to save our communities. And I have a lot of this information. If you're interested in purchasing land in your area, that's going to be in my class. It's just all types of great things. And I also have a section for women who are preppers, how to protect yourselves if you're a single woman. I know all too well about it because I was a single mother for a very long time with my daughter. Unfortunately, her father passed. So I had to raise her on my own, and it was one of the most difficult things that I did. But along the way with those experiences, I learned a lot of ways to survive. Being a woman and being all alone, and different weapons I accrued, and different weapons I learned how to use and whatnot. It's so many different great things in this class. I'm a survivor of all major hurricanes that have hit our country in the last 20 years, including Katrina, including Harvey, including Alicia, including so many of them. So they're all going to be in this class. And if you haven't subscribe to my Patreon page, and if you're interested in receiving this information, I would like to encourage you to do that. So back to what I was saying, it's just so many different things that's going on in our country, and they're very, very concerning. I've heard some friends of mine who had voted for the current president, they said that they feel failed. They say they feel that he put wool over their eyes. And these are, some people in my community, and they say it won't happen again. So we all have our different, I'm gonna say allegedly, even though this happened, but we have our views. I just wanna know how you guys feel. It's important for us to express how we're feeling these days and times, and we could use this platform. Please, this is not just my platform. I feel like, we all need to join in the conversation, because the comments really help people. You'll be surprised how many people come just to read the comments, y'all. We have to help each other. I'm not saying slander anyone, but I'm just saying, get out how you feel, and let's talk about it. I'm very, very concerned, y'all. It's like we have to prepare ourselves for the next, not just 3 years, because if this administration don't get the second term, the effects of everything that's going on now, we still gonna feel it. So, I'm preparing myself for the next 5 to 6 years. If God says the same, we don't know how long we're gonna be here, but not just for myself, for my family, for my daughter, and my nieces and nephews, to have things in place where we don't have to rely on the system, to have businesses implemented and running well, where we don't have to rely on the system, not just on the grid, but off the grid, and that's another thing about the agricultural information that I have. You guys, you'll be surprised the grants that you will get just for growing vegetables in your house, or growing, getting a piece of a land, or your front yard or your backyard, and these things can be set as businesses. You could sell vegetables that you have left to people in your communities. Y'all, we have to start thinking this way, because the system is failing. It's only just a matter of time. So you guys keep surviving. Stay being vigilant. Watch the weather. Watch the smell of the water. It's just so much stuff that's going on, man. And it's out of, I just can't believe we're living in these days and times. You guys, please leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and please follow me on the other platforms. And until next time, keep surviving. ZanHerald.com.